People like to believe in fairy tales.
You ready?
Of course.
And you?
I believe that the characters we read about on the page end up being more real than the men who stand beside us.
What's up?
Peace.
Peace.
We hope that you like that trailer.
The end. Yeah, that was you saw the trailer? Yeah.
Right. And we're going to talk about that movie now. We both kind of liked it, actually.
Yeah. Jackie is really good. Yeah.
Surprisingly so. I think Portman did a wonderful job. I mean, we were talking about this earlier, and I think that she has catapulted herself. She was already a very good actress, but I think now she's going to be one of those top, historical actresses that everybody talks about.
Yeah. And she was perfect for this part.
Absolutely perfect.
She filled it, right? She just filled it, right? Like, it was believable the entire time.
You thought she was Jackie there for a second. I had to think, wait a minute, this is... Because they kept going back and forth between, like, the actual footage.
See, like, there's this whole thing where they're going, like, a tour of the White House.
Right.
I was wondering how much of that was actual footage, or...
Some of it was actual footage. I've seen the documentary.
I have.
If it wasn't actual footage, it was damn close. I have to say that.
It was well done.
It was very well done.
Yeah.
So it was like, okay, is it real or is it memorized?
Yeah, no, she did a great job, and yeah, it's Jackie, of course. She's the main focus, and
right.
So that's kind of what you're here to see.
And what surprised me about her performance in particular, so the whole movie really is either going to take off or sink on her performance.
Yeah,
right? I mean, if she doesn't do the performance that she did, this movie doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah, it's all about her. If she doesn't nail it, and then it won't work. I'll admit, I was worried at first. There were some scenes early on that I didn't think that I was like, they were good, but But no, as time went on, it picked up and it got it really worked.
And she was a lot more forceful, a lot more kind of take charge. Now I'm not sure if the real Jackie was like that or not. I don't know, but it seemed like. To me, that was a welcomed approach. I think.
See, I'm wondering how accurate this movie is. Like,
much of it was accurate. I'm not an expert on this, I like we were saying before, I was actually around a little bit for the end of this after it happened.
Yeah.
As a small child, I can remember my mother actually getting the haircut, the Jackie haircut. Jackie O lookalikes were walking around everywhere when I was a kid. So I could say that a lot of it was accurate, but everything, I'm not sure. Because, Robert Kennedy was the Attorney General at the time, and he seemed to take a very subdued, kind of passive approach to this whole thing. And if I know the Kennedy family in particular wasn't a very passive family. So I'm not sure if that's 100% accurate.
I don't know. I mean, like, there's this whole thing with the news reporter, right? Because that's how they weave the narrative,
right?
Is by going through a news report, right? She's telling the news reporter everything that happened,
and that's important, right? Because she's really concerned about President Kennedy's legacy.
Yeah, the legacy. That's
she doesn't want him to be forgotten.
Yeah.
So she wants to. We talked about propaganda a little earlier too. So this is some of this. She's kind of sensationalized.
Yeah, but she's just, it's the new, because I'm assuming that news reporter, because I'm assuming that's why it's accurate, is because of that. Like, that's a real thing that happened.
It is a real thing that happened, but I didn't read that particular article.
See, I've never.
So whether or not the movie is accurate depiction of the article, even, who knows? I could say most of it was accurate. Now, whether or not it's all accurate, you're going to have to make up your own mind on that.
Yeah. But what else?
So what she's worried about his legacy, right?
Yeah,
so the two things that they're worried about, right? First, she gets the article. Second, the funeral procession, right?
This whole, there's one of the, right, where she's writing to the hospital, was it to the hospital? It was somewheres, and she's with the nurse, the funeral driver, and Bobby. And it's like, do you know James Garfield? Do you know?
Right.
And it's like, no. Do you know Lincoln though? And it's like, yeah. She wants him to be remembered like Lincoln.
Right.
Because nobody knows those other two guys. Well,
And there was a lot of pushback about whether or not they should have the funeral procession, 8 blocks, and walk the whole way because they were afraid of another assassination
yeah, they were.
attempt. Which later on does happen, by the way.
Well, yeah. I mean, like, if you know the real story, there's like the whole assassination of JFK and all that. Then yeah, there's nothing surprising.
No, and really, most times I don't like that kind of movie. If I know what's going to happen, I'm really not into it. But this movie somehow makes everything that you know a little different.
Well, yeah, that's why it works, is because it takes the story we all know,
right,
and turns it on it gives it from a whole new perspective.
Absolutely. A perspective that I think has not really been told before.
Yeah, I never heard it.
I haven't either, and I would say that they did it very well. That they talked about the funeral procession, that she was really into doing it the right way. Nobody else was really backing her on that.
They say they're gonna do whatever for her, but they're kind of holding out.
Now, see, that may not be as accurate. I'm not sure, because there are some people who in the media and family of President Johnson who have spoken out a little bit and said that they weren't as adversarial to Jackie this entire time. That they were actually very much together and friendly towards each other.
They didn't feel adversarial.
Now, some people thought that there was some tension in the movie between the two of them that wasn't really there in reality.
I don't really. The closest I don't really see. I honestly don't really see it.
Like, I didn't see it as much either, but
they're always like,
that impression's out there.
Because it's always like, oh, he'll do whatever, right?
Right.
Johnson he'll go with whatever you want, right? The closest I get to it, and it's unintentional, is near the end. Like at the very end, spoilers, when she's leaving the White House.
Right.
That's the closest I get.
There was a scene when he says sit down, and he says sit down, or so. That was between Robert and right? And then Lady Bird had to say, okay, sit down.
Yeah, okay, I do remember that.
Right.
Because he's president, and
right. Well, apparently nothing like that ever happened.
Because you remember the scene that caused that, right?
I can't remember exactly. No.
Oswald had just been.
Oh, right.
That's what causes.
So they didn't want Jackie to see the news.
They don't want her to know
at first, but she's all for it. She wants to see him. She wants to meet him. She wants to interview him. She wants to talk to him. She wants to know why he did what he did. Mm-hmm. But I thought it was very realistic. You know, her in the car. Her at the shots, the two shots, how she explains it, and why she went to the back of the car. Remember, it looks like she's getting out. Yeah. In reality, she's not trying to get out as much as she's trying to pick up pieces of her husband and put it back is what she's trying to do. And there were certain moments in this movie that I was tearing up a little bit, I have to say.
Two scenes I can remember that got me. When she has to explain it to the kids. Yeah. That was well done. That was
in fact, if I ever have to do that in real life, I think it may borrow from this movie, this scene. That was, the way she did it was wonderful.
Yeah, because she straight up's like, how do I do this?
Yeah.
And that was great. And then the scene in Arlington, where she's trying to find out where he's going to be buried.
Oh, right.
And she just kind of goes running away.
They pick a spot.
Yeah.
And then she's like,
No.
she doesn't even say anything. She just kind of does her own thing.
Yeah,
Says,
that.
I don't think so. And I've been there, actually.
I was gonna say, have you been? Because
I have.
I have been there as well.
And you can see the, is it the Eternal
I think it's
Flames
the
there,
Eternal-
and
it's Eternal
Jackie, and this is the funny part, not really funny, but they're buried together next to each other, but she was married again, as you know, right, to Onassis, the shipping magnate who also died, passed away. But she's buried next to John F. Kennedy, her first love. And they do allude to the fact that he has some shenanigans with other women. And she says that she just kind of ignores
See,
it.
I did. Did they allude to that? I
They
didn't.
did. They did.
I must have missed it because
They did.
Because I know though, right? Like,
Yeah.
But I didn't know. I didn't notice anything.
It was brief, but
It was
she
brief.
did talk about it a little bit.
Yeah.
That she just kind of, he's my husband, I love him. That's that.
It's well done. It's
Well done movie, you gotta go see it.
yeah. No, if this one was. We originally talked about going and seeing this November
Right?
back. Yeah, way back when. I think this was going to be one of the first movies we saw for this show originally.
Maybe, yeah.
I think it
but,
was.
yeah, it took a while to get go nationwide.
Yeah, it didn't.
Unless you live in Los Angeles or one of the big cities.
Yeah, it didn't come here for a while, and we finally got around to seeing it.
Yeah, and surprisingly, pleasantly surprised. A lot of people were talking about this movie before it came out, and everybody said it was going to be this great movie. I was a little skeptical, honestly. I think maybe you were too.
I was kind of. I mean, like, I see the potential,
Yeah.
but yeah. Yeah, kind of.
Well, if you want to see an Academy Award nominated movie, or at least for her role as an actress, this is the movie to go see.
I don't know about the movie entirely, but definitely her. She did a great job.
If she's not nominated, I will be shocked.
Oh, yeah. I'd be
I mean, she has to be. Her accent was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
I didn't know. Well, I'm not a historian, but if I didn't know Jackie was a chain smoker, which they cut out of the article.
Oh, yeah. Well, did they? Because I know...
She said.
She asked him...
And I'm not a chain smoker.
She
either.
says that?
Right.
But at the end, when she's talking to the priest, she's like, he published everything.
Oh. Really?
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking the story is accurate.
Wow.
Because this reporter published everything.
I'm very glad that you brought up the priest.
Yeah, I was going to get to that.
Because Hearst, right, is a wonderful actor. Or Houston. Is it Houston or Hearst? Look it up. Great actor. I love the guy. He was in, he was in a few different movies. Harry Potter. He was in a couple Harry Potter movies. He was in, I can't remember now. But he is also an Academy Award winning actor. So a lot of the actors in this movie were really excellent. Even the actor that played Kennedy. He didn't really act so much, but he looked a lot like Kennedy, didn't he?
There was a part of me that was that was kind of expecting Kennedy to be like not in it at all, like not like alive,
Right.
So there's only like 2 scenes with him though, so he doesn't really have to.
He doesn't say much in the movie,
No.
right?
Well,
he comes in when she
he-
decorates the White House, which was another major event.
He doesn't have to say much. This isn't his story. It's about him, but it's not his story.
Right. So, but he looked quite a lot.
Oh yeah,
like him.
no, it looked like Kennedy.
Yeah, it wasn't something. That's why this movie takes on it's almost like a documentary in a way, kind of, because it's really realistic, very realistic. Yeah. It's like you're there. They're in the Kennedy compound in Maine, where just outside of Boston, right?
I don't know.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Go see it. And apparently she's broke. She doesn't have any money. She's worried about how she's going to take care of the kids.
Yeah.
Which is surprising, right?
it's
She comes back financially, by the way. Yeah, but by the time of her death, she's worth about $100 million, $200 million.
yeah.
So she made some good investments. People are very sympathetic toward her. So she was given lots of free advice. And she married rich.
Yeah.
That helps, right? Something I could do. Any rich ladies out there would love.
Nah. But yeah, no.
Just say.
Yeah, I loved this. This surprised me. Like, I liked it a lot more than I thought I would.
Yeah, we're neither one of us are jaded on this movie. There is nothing jaded about it.
No.
It's a non-jaded movie. Go see it. You will enjoy it. We guarantee it. Unless you just like adventure movies and action movies. If you're that type of person, you may not like it. But if you like good quality movie with good writing and good acting,
But yeah, definitely check it out.
yeah.
Yeah, until next time. Peace.
Until next time. See you later.